Well, hello, Rod, Broken Nickel Garage here, wrenches and wilderness guy. First off, I just want to say Happy New Year. I have a feeling 2026 is going to be an amazing year. So what we're doing today is continuing on getting the IBEX 450 BDR ready. So off comes the beer can skid plate. And I ordered some Acerbus hand guards like I did on the KLR. I think they will work. I'm not 100% sure yet. So we're going to find out. Skid plate, very simple, appears to be. We got just a few bolts on the main plate, and these side covers have to come off. So I'm using a Torx T30 to remove the side engine covers. And then there's new hardware, of course. And I went with Tusk on the skid plate. I really wanted to order the T-Rex, but I got tired of waiting. It's been on back order forever, or not in stock. And I shit you not, I placed the order for the Tusk, and literally like 48 hours later, I get my email notification that T-Rex finally had theirs in stock. But I'm already committed, so. What I liked on the T-Rex, it had a access panel that you can remove to get easier to the oil filter without pulling the skid plate. I mean, yeah, less mess is always nice. And the engine bar bracket has to come loose. And we need a couple 13 millimeter, well, that'll have to get, yeah, 13 millimeter. Oh, the old knees are snap, crackle, popping. Oh, that's an Allen. I should have looked closer. It's an Allen. Let me go get some more sockets. All right. Apparently it's a number 5 Allen. One skid plate. And yeah, look at that ding. Ah, that's out of the way. My bottle's almost empty on Loctite. I'm cheap, so I try to use every drop I can of my Loctites. Okay, so like I said, I went with the Tusk. And the one thing I do like, I don't know, it's probably more cosmetic. It's got this plastic fiber scrub plate, I guess, on the bash plate. They call it the Ultra Quiet or some darn thing. I don't remember. So you've got a center bracket. You got to mount to the skid plate before we put it on. And you'll see each side is just a little bit different. And they stamp an L, so the L goes on the left side. Just like so. One of the 6 millimeter Torx bolts. I'm glad they went Torx. That's nice. We're going to give that some love. And you don't want to tighten this down yet. Just get her close. So there's a little bit of tension just touching. Strike one. I could have grabbed a bigger ratchet for this. All right, so I'm hoping this will fit okay. My bike is a 2026, and I really never could find any information. Everywhere I would look would list either 25s or 24 as their newest. But so far, I think it's going to work. We'll get a couple bolts just started, just to kind of hold her in place. So far, the Tusk kit only comes with 2 sizes of bolts. an 8mm Torx and a 6mm Torx. CFMOTO already had mounting bolts engineered or designed. They're mounting tabs for skid plate. Pretty nice. Pretty simple install. So this is our bracket that we put on. I'm going to Loctite these bolts, as this bracket will most likely stay on whenever I pull the skid plate off for service. We're just going to get that kind of close. Again, we're not going to tighten everything up yet. We need a little bit of movement. Now we'll put our bolts back in our lower engine bar. Sorry, my battery died as I was saying that. Engine crash bars are CFMOTO. They have a nice shoulder that's supposed to fit through probably the CFMOTO skid plate, and that shoulder will sit up on the nutsert flange. So I'm going to have to pull this skid plate back off and drill out this hole big enough diameter so my engine bar can fit through. Not a huge deal, but alright, so I took a measurement and this socket is pretty close. It's a little small, so I got to keep drilling until this socket fits through there. We're going to stop there and we'll do the other side. One more side. Oh, yeah. All right, now we can go reassemble and test fit one more time. It's close. So obviously part of the concern drilling these holes, if I drill it too big, then the engine bar does not brace against it. That hole could be just a little bit offset too. I may have to slot that a little bigger, darn it. I think I'm still a smidge off somewhere. Should have fit. Okay, looks like left side needs just a little bit more. Alright, back off we go. Joys of aftermarket parts, you know? But I'm confident we can make this work. Alright, round number 3. Like I said, I may have to enlarge this hole just slightly. It felt like something was off. So we got her together. Drilling that hole definitely did the job. I'm good with that. Then I just got to get one more bolt in, and I don't know if it's lined up well enough. Let's get over here and look. Oh, so close. So close. So I'm hoping this will fit. This is the smallest aluminum carbide burr I have. And it's got a flat front, so it won't really do any damage to the face. And unfortunately, it's the smallest one I have, and it's just a hair too big. Oh, we'll see here. Tighten that down. Sealing all these up. Well, I hate to say it, I will not be taking this off to change the oil. That's why the good Lord made brake clean. Okay, everything is tight. So here in a moment I'll line out all the tools that we used or I used during this process. Really wasn't too many. Granted, I turn wrenches for a living, so I have a lot of this stuff. But like I said, this is a 26 chassis. I think Rocky Mountain Motor only listed up to a 24 or 25. So, I mean, that could have been some of the reason I had to fight and modify. Or Tusk just did not plan on using OEM lower engine bars. It definitely gives me something solid now. If I want to put a jack under this, I can lift it. I would not have lifted this on a motorcycle jack. So I do like the look. I feel like I actually got protection and on the bottom side now. That OEM pan was just pathetic. Definitely not a bash plate. But you know, now with I've got a solid plate under here. I feel comfortable. If I ever want to lift this on a motorcycle jack stand, I've got something solid I can lift on. I don't think I would try to lift this with that original thin ass bash plate. Be afraid of damaging the exhaust. But it will fit. If you have doubts, you can see it. It's on all the bolts. Like I said, it comes with two different sizes of bolts, 6mm and 8mm Torx, and so you can't really goof them up. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple install for the most part, but hopefully you like that. And I'm going to be doing some Acerbus hand guards. Hopefully they fit. I don't know yet. So we did finish the install on the Tusk Quiet Slide rock plate or skid plate, bash plate. Really not very many tools needed, but if you're wondering if it will work with the engine crash bars, I'll say you can make it work. And I ordered it through Rocky Mountain ATV, one of my go-to companies. I'm not sponsored at all. Now, in their defense, their listings only go up to 2025. They don't have any 2026 listings for the IBEX 450. So it was a little gamble if there was any changes. I'm going to say I don't think there is, which I've never seen a 25 or an older model. But the tools I needed that I ended up needing, a couple Allens, 5mm and 6mm. I used two different Torx sizes, 30 and 40. Torx 30, Torx 40. You'll need a 13mm wrench or socket, ratchet, just for removal of the skid plate. And then I think I used, but to make the skid plate work, I did use, a step bit, because I had to drill the holes a little larger at the rear of the middle of the side plates where the lower crash bars mount. Due to the shoulder of the crash bars, they would not fit through the aluminum plate. So Tusk apparently has designed it to not be used with the lower crash bars. But like I said, it was easy enough to just drill the hole out with a step bit. Didn't take any time at all. And I did have to grind one hole a little bigger. That's what this carbide burr was for. I think that was just coincidental bad luck for that's how I roll. I get bad luck. I always get the oddball. But easy process. And looks good. I think I'm going to be happy with it. Definitely going to abuse it. I'm definitely not going to be taking it off when I pull the oil filter out. But that's why the good Lord made brake clean. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you give me at least a thumbs up, maybe a subscribe, as I'm getting my CFMOTO IBEX 450 BDR ready. Montana is releasing the new BDR for the state of Montana. It'll be officially announced in February. The actual route should be good. It's going to be about 1,000 miles for the BDR route through Montana. And I think it's 12 mountain ranges that they have it planned to go through. So it's going to be a fun summer. And I'm looking forward. I think I'm going to be riding the IBEX to Crane Hot Springs, Oregon, to go to the Giant Loop ride. I think it's their 14th or 15th annual adventure bike ride. I rode the KLR last year. I had a great time. What a lot of great people. Made some good friendships. Highly recommend, at least put it on your bucket list once. I appreciate your time and hope you have a blessed and happy new year.